those of you that know, we've always talked about Facebook is a huge place to reach a lot of the people that are most likely to be your customer. But what if your customer, the person that's most likely to buy from you, the target audience that you're trying to reach, are millennials, are mostly millennials? The big change that's taking place is, for the most part, millennials have not abandoned Facebook. But answering that question, where do they hang out? And especially answering that question, where do they get their information? Millennials, at least the little mini surveys that I've done, actually millennials include 18 to 35-year-olds. So let's look at that group between 25 and 35. You know that they are adults and they are spending money, and they definitely may be the people that you're trying to reach, whether it's to buy your product, to buy your services, to attend your event. You've got, let's say, the sweet spot of 25 to 35-year-olds that you're trying to reach that are classified as millennials. Now, here's the big change that has taken place and is going to continue to take place as far as where they get their information. Millennials get their information from Snapchat. Of all places, and this is the real deal, y'all, because I always have been asking this question. I've sent this question out in email. I've sent this question out just in person. I've sent this question out to coworkers. I've sent this question out because it is a trend that I am confirming. You've got working adults now, a group of working adults that we need to pay attention to because they are our customers. And when you look at the old-fashioned trend, because the old-fashioned trend of reaching people where they get their information, that's not going to change. That's not going to go away. But the answer to it is new. And many of the millennials are spending or getting their information from Snapchat. Now, I talked with a young lady yesterday. Perfect example. Probably in her early to mid-20s. And I asked her, where do you get your information? She said she gets it from Snapchat. First of all, that's where she connects with her friends, but not only just where she connects with her friends, but the example that she gave me, she followed the election, the most recent election, like many of us did. She followed the news stories for the election like many of us did, like working adults do. She followed the election all on Snapchat. So I'm spending a lot of time emphasizing that, letting you know that, again, when it comes to, if your audience, as an example, if your target audience is millennials, and if you're spending your dollars on something that millennials don't use, then you need to take a step back and adjust. Because if you would spend your dollars elsewhere where that audience is not showing up, then you're throwing your money out the window. You always still want to make sure that you ask yourself that question. First of all, who's really my customer? Who's most likely to buy from me? Where do they hang out? Where do they get their information? And then when you find the answers to those questions, those two questions, you want to meet them there. As an example, again, if the answer is Snapchat, you may not readily know how to advertise or how to market and reach your audience on Snapchat, but there's ways to do it.